I guess just you're with Buddy Kennedy from the Lehigh Valley IronPigs. Well traveled now, I guess. In the 7 years, you've been 7 years now. You've been professional baseball player. Can you talk a little bit about just the journey? I mean, it's been a journey, right?
Yeah, it has been. You're not wrong. Obviously getting drafted out of high school with Diamondbacks, and then obviously started my professional career. Went up the system, obviously, and then made my debut in 2022 with the Diamondbacks. After that, been outrighted, up again, down again, and I've been bouncing around. But that's part of the journey, and that's the business side of baseball. And you just put your seatbelt on and let it see where it takes you.
You ever have second thoughts about North Carolina and going there or anything?
No, not at all. Absolutely not. Nope. Because my grandfather always told me, get in the system as early as you can. The younger, the better you are.
Yeah.
So that's always kind of always been a thing. Now I'm 25. I've had some experience up in the big league level. But yeah, I'm still young still. And
does that take any of the pressure off that you've been there? Like you
yes.
know where that you had to pass through that threshold.
Yeah.
Done it.
Exactly.
Hit home runs there.
Yes. I think just obviously whenever anybody goes up to the big leagues, you're nervous, right? Your dream comes true, and there's a lot of different. Your head's spinning, 1,000 different ways. But for me, obviously the first time was special. Then I went up the second time with the D-backs, and it was more calm, more just okay, you've been in this arena before, you know how to take your time and understand it. And then when I went up with Detroit, it's kind of just okay, you're here now, just try to do your best job as you can. And I tried, I did my best. And but yeah, it's fun.
I saw you at bat against the Phillies in the.
I did. I faced
you
Soto.
tried out to end the game.
Yes.
Yeah. So I was watching.
Yeah.
And I said, "That's Buddy Kennedy." I know him. I interviewed him at high school.
Yep.
Wow.
And then
that's where he is now.
I know. Now look at it 3 months later, and now I'm part of the Phillies organization. So it's pretty cool.
At the Phillies talk? Yeah, it's got to be a lot of fun to be back.
Absolutely.
Your grandfather played here, and can you talk about being a Philly?
Yeah. I mean, I grew up. Obviously in Millville, I've been a huge Philadelphia fan my entire life. Obviously, watching the 08 Phillies play, Ryan Howard, Chase Utley, Jason Worth, that team they had. And, I've always been a diehard through and through. And I've seen the up years that the Phillies have had when I was younger, the down years. And, now obviously they're great, one of the best teams in baseball right now. And, it's fun to watch for me, my family. It's super fun because they get to come to these games now and watch me live the dream that I've always been dreaming about. And it's now obviously my grandfather came last week, and 2 weeks ago actually, and so he loves to come back into the baseball park because he was a manager. He's done it. He's played it 15 years.
Trying to swing for the fences when he was here?
Oh no, he put his leg up and just sit back and relax.
but I mean, would you be swinging for the fences? I got impressed.
No, he just to make him happy, if I had a line drive up the middle, that's all he wants. Yeah. And anything else other than that, he takes it.
Has the Philly organization told you what they want from you in order to make that help them with right now with that infield?
Yeah.
It's a depth situation you're probably looking at, right?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the depth situation, right? You got Stott at second, Bohm at third. Obviously they're the guys, but how I look at it, they didn't tell me anything particularly, but if I talked to Sam Fuel, the assistant GM, obviously when I got traded over here, he just said just keep playing hard. You never know what can happen, and you never. I mean, this game can flip. That's what I'm saying.
He's a Philly. He's forever in that that playoff run.
Exactly.
He got a big chance.
Yeah,
and he never probably dreamed of that.
No, exactly. And it's just a matter of time and you being available for when they need somebody. So that's all I'm trying to do. Just be here, do what I need to do here, and just have fun and see what happens.
What are some of the things that you need to do? You've overcome in a professional baseball like 7 years. You're not long. Yeah. Like some of the players you just mentioned.
Absolutely.
How do you overcome that, and what keeps you going?
Yeah, I think just the drive. I think for me, obviously, getting to the big leagues, it's great. Like everybody wants to stay, right?
Absolutely.
So my father and my grandfather has always told me that, if you want your dream and you want to capture something, it's not going to come easy to you. You always have to work. So even when I'm at my best or at my worst, I always work as hard as I can, because I know one day you just snapped away and never have it again. So that's how I always look at it. Just give it all as much as I can.
Your minor league numbers.
Yeah.
And I saw that you had errors when you first came up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Probably you look at that print.
Yeah.
You know, but,
No,
but it really tapered off.
Yeah.
You know, the last few years.
Exactly.
What was the mental process you went through? That's mental. You already have. You have.
Exactly. Me and my grandfather actually talked. Honestly, from when I got drafted and in each year, like you mentioned, I was like, we would talk about it at the end of the year. What was my errors? Were they throwing? Were they fielding? Yeah. We would dissect them and learn from them. So
sometimes a bad first baseman can hurt.
Yeah, and anything
exactly.
Exactly. And some plays just happen where it's the right play, maybe it just doesn't work out, and obviously I get the error, and it's like, well, it is what it is. But overall, like my grandfather, we have developed a routine in their off season. I bought a pitching machine. We do some hand stuff, some hand drills.
Really?
And we do probably like hour and a half, 3 days a week. Yeah. And he just gets me right. He gets me better. Focus on my hands, relax, and then for throwing, when I was younger, there was a point where like my feet were on the ground. I would throw with one foot. I was unbalanced, and so we looked at that. And now everything so far, has come together. Just trying to be as smooth and relaxed as possible at any position I play, and just make the routine play as best I can. And then if the opportunity is there to make a nice play, just make it and move on to the next.
Still stay in touch with Mike Trout?
Oh yeah, my guy. He's good. He's good. He's good.
You got to be frustrated.
Oh yeah.
The last few years.
Yeah. I talk to him, and he's obviously he's been hurt. The fifth year now. Yeah. Right. And obviously the persona people are giving him, he can't stay on the field. Yeah. And I understand it, and he's frustrated as anybody because it's happening to him, and he wants to be back to the face of baseball like he was before. And I talk to him, and we stay positive. You know what I mean? He's itching to get back, and he's just making sure that everything goes well with the knee. And he said I talked to him the other day, so he'll be back by the end of July if everything goes smoothly. So hopefully he gets back in there. We can see Mike Trout do Mike Trout things again.
All right. So listen, I appreciate your time.
No, absolutely. Thank you.
And I'll be watching the game tonight. I'm sure we'll see what happens.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.